Good morning and welcome back to our Matrix webinars. This is Robert Rodriguez and this is your Matrix 201 webinar scheduled for 1 hour. This is the continuation of our 101 session we held earlier today. As a reminder, we are recording this webinar and we will be placing it inside of our Miami Realtors webpage, also inside of our social media pages and our YouTube pages. This is the intermediate course, the middle course of the three. There's one more course after this, the Matrix 301, which you can also find on our calendar as well. All right, so picking up where we left off, the searching, which has been completed in our first session, we're going to go ahead and start with our map searches. I'll spend a few minutes actually going over the map and teaching you how to use the Matrix map. So we're going to come up here and we're going to select search RE1, RE2. And normally what I do is I select the criteria first. I like to make sure that we have our criteria set up before we actually go to the map. So what I'm looking for is a single family home. And let's say I'm looking for a single family home between, say, $500,000 and $800,000. Right? So we're going to go ahead and select $500,000 to $800,000. And I'm looking for homes with a pool. And I'm looking for homes to have at least 3 bedrooms and at least 2 bathrooms. All right? So now we're going to go ahead and click on the map search, which is right here. Now the map search is defaulting to the location that I've picked out in a previous MLS sessions. And how you can do this is basically navigate with the map and place it wherever you like. So you have the zoom in, zoom out button on the upper right corner. And say you zoom out to a section where you like the map to point out every time you start your search. Then you just take your mouse and go to the little configurations tab, which is the settings tab up here. And we're going to say set this map view as my starting default. This means that every time I click on map search, it defaults to this area of South Florida. Those of you working the Broward County area, you can simply move it up to Broward County and do the same thing. Come up here and then set it as your default. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and scroll down a little bit further, and let's say I'm looking for homes in Miami Lakes. So I'm going to zoom in, and what we have over here are going to be homes in the Miami Lakes area. And you'll zoom in enough to the point where you start to see the homes and the roads. All right, so if the desired area for your search is somewhere in this area right here, you can draw either a radius, you can draw a rectangle or a polygon. So let's go ahead and show you all 3 shapes. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the rectangle, which is something like this. You stand on the upper left corner of your desired search and then click and drag and form a rectangle. If you like to draw a radius, take a look right here. I'm going to go ahead and select radius. And from this center point right here, I'm going to drag out a radius of 1 mile. There's a radius of 1 mile. And then the polygon search is selecting polygon, and you're basically drawing a free-form shape. You will finish the polygon where you started the polygon. All right. To delete your shapes, you simply come over here to the little red dot, and you will hit delete shape. Or if you wanted to delete all the shapes, there's a little eraser right over here. It's like a broomstick. You're going to click on it, and that's going to go ahead and wipe out all of your shapes, and you're basically beginning again. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and show you once again that I want to draw a rectangle, and my rectangle is going to include this area right here. And right in there, I have this many results, 22 results. All right, so 22 results. If I needed to expand my rectangle, simply go to one of the lines and click and expand, and now you're expanding your shape. If you want to expand north or south, you do the same thing. All right. So if say I wanted to remove this section of the map right here, there's actually several ways you can do this. If you click on this property right here and you want to remove this property because it's too close to the highway, you can come here and then select the property and come down here to where it says refine, and you hit discard. Remember, discard means you're deleting the properties you checked. So by hitting discard, I am now removing the property that was right up against the highway. Okay? You can always undiscard and it gets it back up on the map. The other way you can remove this property is simply draw a rectangle around the property like this, and then go to that little red icon right there, and you will hit exclude shape, and that's going to remove that property as well. So that is how you can remove a property from inside of a shape without necessarily deleting the shape. All right, so let's go ahead and take care of that, delete, and we're back over here. If you wish to see the property, you simply click here, here's the property, and then there's the MLS number, and you click on the MLS number, and we're back on the property. If you want to go back, you can hit the back button, or you can go back to map search right here, and it'll take you back. So let's hit the back button, and we're back over here again. Okay. If you wish to see all the results, right over here, you have results, and that will take you right to your results. Same thing, you can hit the map button right here to go back, or you can hit the back button on your browser, and that'll take you back to your map. All right, so drawing map shapes are fairly simple as long as you know how to navigate the map north, south, east, west, zoom in, zoom out, and if you know the streets that you like to draw. All right, so let's go ahead and exclude or delete this shape. And let's take you, say, all right, hold on. I went too far. There you go. Let's take you a little further south. And I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Okay. And let's take a look here. Polygon. Let's draw a polygon right here to here, out to this street right here, up. And that is how you do a free form shape around a section that I would like to draw. All right, so now I've got my properties, selected. And what can I do with this map? Well, besides hitting results, say I wanted to select this one. So we're going to go ahead and select this property. We've got that property selected. And I also want to select this property. And I want to select this property down here. Okay. So now I've selected 3 properties in my map. And I'm going to go to refine. And this time I'm going to hit narrow. And that means I'm going to stay with the 3 properties that I selected. Now I've got 3 properties selected. And what else can I do? Well, there's a little icon right here that a little car continues to show up. This is a new service of the Miami Realtors called INRIX, and it's a drive time, calculation. If you click on it, it says enter a location to drive from, and basically I'm going to start off at our Alcazar Avenue, all right, and drive to here. 8:30 in the morning, and in 15 minutes. And it's going to give you more or less choose a location. All right. Drive from here. Sorry about that. All right. And it's going to give you more or less drive time on how to do this. Now, let me take you back to where we were. I'm going to hit back to results. And using those 3 results, you can also come back to actions. You can also come down here to actions and hit directions. And directions will put it all 3 properties. And you can basically switch the properties. So you want to go to this property first, second, third. And here you have your driving directions, and simply add a start time or start 245 Alcazar Avenue. All right, that's your custom address, and then find the stop. All right, and here we go. We're going to start right there. Add a start, I'll stop, and we're going to finish right at Alcazar as well. All right, we've got our directions right here. And basically now just click directions, and now you can email this or you can print it. This is what it looks like with directions to each property. All right, so some of the stuff that you can do with the map is pretty simple if you're familiar on how to use the map. I'm going to go ahead and click on back to results. Again, looking at the 3 results that I have selected. And then from there, we're going to go ahead and clean the map out and show you a few other items that the map has for you. So let's clear out this map. So basically, you want to come over here. Actually, let's start a new search. Start a new search. And then 500 to 800,000 single-family homes, single, and go to map search. Now, trying to figure out the schools in a particular area. So we're going to go ahead and zoom in a little bit. Let's go to this little candle area right here. And then there's a little layer right over here next to the little eraser. It's called layers. And then let's look for elementary schools. So what's going to happen is that boundaries will start to show up on the map. And once you see these boundaries, for example, right here you have Palmetto Elementary School, and every home inside of this boundary belongs to Palmetto Elementary School. Same thing with Pinecrest Elementary School right over here. You have the ability to do the elementary schools. Also open up your layers again, remove elementary and go to middle schools. Middle schools will show up in a blue boundaries. And then remove the middle schools, and then you have your high schools, and your high schools will show up in a purple, lines separating your boundary. Right here you have Palmetto Senior High School, and then you have Killian and Sunset Senior High School. So you have all your different high school boundaries with the properties inside. Let's go ahead and open this up here. Remove the schools. You also have in your layers the ability to do parcel characteristics and trends and points of interest. So if you do trends, you can ask Matrix Map to show you, for example, the median sale price, and it's going to give you, based on color codes, it's going to give you the median sales price of any subdivision or any area. So for example, this area of Pinecrest falls between 600 and 700,000, with the darker shades falling in between 700 and 800,000. And then you have these blue shades over here. Just follow the legend. All right. So that's how you use the map here in Matrix. You're basically selecting the layers to point out what you're looking for. I'm going to go ahead and click on Clear All, and we're back on the map over here. Now, if I wanted to put in a center point, you can come up here to the upper right corner where it says Jump to Address. And say I wanted to do a center point from this address, 1020 Obispo Avenue, and hit enter. And that's going to place a pin right on top of the address that I told the system to locate for me. So once we have that, you can simply click on this little point right there, okay? And see the property, or you can drag a radius around and to say a quarter mile from this address. And is there anything listed within a quarter mile? There's 2 properties right over here. Okay. And if I zoom out a little bit more, I can stretch the circle out to half a mile. And within a half a mile, I have all of these active listings from 1020 Obispo Avenue. All right. If I wanted to choose closed sales, you simply come over here to criteria, select close sales, and now we're going to have a different color on the map. Let's click on map, and you're going to see all the blues now represent the close sales around 1020 Obispo Avenue. So this is the different ways you can use the map. Basically, it takes a lot of practice, but I'm sure that everyone here will get it. We're going to go ahead and clear this shape. And if I wanted to remove this point, all right, once the shape clears, all right, the point stays. So if you wanted to remove this point, all right, you basically click on it, it says delete location marker, and now your location marker has been deleted. All right, folks, we're going to go ahead and come back up here to search, and this time what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and conduct a search for customers. So active, single family, single, and say I'm looking for a home in zip code 33133, all right, that has a pool and is waterfront. All right, I'm left with 20 matches. That's perfect. Hit results. And then you're going to locate the save button on the bottom portion of your results, and you're going to select save. If I needed to save this search for my records only, we're going to select new save search. But if you wanted your customers to have access to this search and have the automatic email sent to them, then you would be selecting new auto email. So let's do both. We're going to go ahead and do new save search and basically give it a name. I'm going to go ahead and say homes in 33133. Okay, and you don't have to select a contact. You can enable the search as a favorite on your home page. You have the maximum of 10 available searches on your home page, so let's go ahead and select it. If I already reached my max of 10, it would not allow me to select this. I'm going to hit save, and now what I have is created a save search inside of Matrix. When I hit home, you'll find it right here in my favorite searches, homes in 33133. Now, the interesting part about having favorite searches is that any day you log on and you hit right here, update all, you're going to see all the new activity in your saved searches currently show up. So for 500 Brickell, which is a building in Brickell, there are 28 new results from the last time I actually hit update. For the search we just created, homes in 33133, obviously there are no new transactions since we just saved this search. So this is pretty cool because you can come here, you can hit on the new result, and it's only going to show you what you already haven't seen. So a cool little feature. Where can I also locate my saved searches? You go to my matrix, save searches, and what we have here is the amount of saved searches you have inside of your matrix are located inside. If you needed to search for one of these, you come over here to where it says search, and then homes in, and then right here we have homes in 33133. You can open this up, you can hit settings, you can go to criteria and change the criteria, you can view the results, you can delete the search. So let's say that I'm going to go back into results, and let's say I want to assign this search to a customer. Basically, you come back down to save, and this time what you want to do is the auto email. So we're going to go ahead and select the auto email, and you're going to select a contact. This time you have to select a contact. So we'll do Robert Rodriguez, and notice how I don't have the option to blind copy myself since I already selected myself. If I were to select a real contact, then you have the option to blind copy the contact yourself as so to receive the results as well. Now I'm going to go ahead and select someone else that I will receive the email. So Michael Jordan is my fake client that I've created for demonstration purposes. And right over here, let's give it a name. Once again, homes in 33133. You'll notice right here a salutation automatically is created called Hello Michael. You can hit edit and you can change the salutation to say Dear Michael, Hi Michael, or a custom salutation. Now, the message that you see here is a message that I created. The default message, I'm going to copy it so I don't lose it. The default message is found over here, and this is normally what it says. Welcome to the portal, and a long explanation of what the portal is. If this is a message that you wish to delete, simply select all, delete it, then type your own message, and then go to the lower right corner to little settings, and then you're going to select set current message as my default welcome email. Now, this welcome email is the first message sent to your customer when they receive the search. Every day when there's new activity, they're going to get what's called a recurring email. And the recurring email should be a short little message that says, here's the new listings that match your criteria. You have your welcome email, and then you have your recurring email. Remember to go to the little settings tab on the lower right and set it as your default welcome email. All right, let's drop down to where it says schedule. And then you have three options for scheduling. You have as soon as possible, you have daily, and your daily option allows you to mix and match your days. So if you want to send it every day in the morning or every day in the PM, you select it. Or if you want to alternate days, let's say I want to do Sundays, Tuesdays, Fridays, and we'll leave it like that. All right. Or you want to do either in the mornings and the evening. All right. You have that option. And then you have one option called monthly, which is one update every month of all the activity that has occurred during that month. Select your favorite one. As soon as possible would be mine. And then you hit save. There is another option if you are working with a customer and you like to review the listings prior to sending it to the customer. That option is called concierge mode. There's a difference. When we go with as soon as possible, daily or monthly, Matrix will automatically send the emails to the customers without alerting you that there are new listings. If you come up here, the concierge actually will alert you first that there are new listings available for your customer, and it requires you to log into Matrix, approve the listings or reject the listings, and that's when Matrix actually sends the listings to the customers. So this is almost like a screening process. When you go through the concierge, you need to be on top of what's going on. You need to log into Matrix every day and make sure that you have nothing in your concierge folder. So this option is used by realtors who want to stay on top of all the listings that are sent out to their clients. Concierge mode, as soon as possible. All right. You can also enable this on a favorite search on your home tab as well. And then come down here, you hit save. So once you hit save, it says created auto email homes in 33133. That means that the safe search has been created and it has been assigned to your client. And the first email will probably be generated within the next 5 minutes and sent out to the customer. All right, so let's go ahead and click on home and show you under my Matrix auto emails. Here's homes in 33133. Notice it has a white circle or a green circle, but with a white interior to the circle. When that circle is actually filled in green, that means that the search has been opened. And looking at some of the other auto emails in here, I have red ones, and these red symbols simply mean that these searches are disabled. Customers can disable the search, and as well as you, the agent, you can also disable the search. There are no expiration dates to these searches. As long as the customer has activity within 30 days, the search remains open. If the customer does not open a search within 30 consecutive days, that's when the search will deactivate itself. It will not delete itself, it'll just deactivate itself. All right, so if you wish to see what you have already sent your customer, you basically open up that search, and then you have results. And if you wish to see in which format your customer will open the search, there's the ability to open the portal, which is right over here, open in portal. And this one will give you an idea of how your client will view these searches. So here's the zip code 33133, which is in Coconut Grove. Here are the homes that we just sent them, and here are the results off to the right. Now, this is the default customer portal. This is how your customers will see it. Right here, they have the ability to see the property simply by clicking on the listing address, and they see the property. They can send you notes. They can leave you notes right over here. They can also click on this little heart, and they can save as a favorite, save as a possibility, or delete the listing altogether. All right, they can move on from one listing to the other right over here. They can click on back to results, and it gets them back to the results. Now, of course, this looks like we need to educate our customers a little bit so they can learn how to navigate around this. You have the split view, which is the map view, and the results view on the right. There's also another view right over here, and that one's the list view. And the list view basically has every property underneath each other in a list format. And then there's also the gallery view. The gallery view will have the properties next to each other, side by side. And in this format, the customers has a better way to look at the pictures and the details of the listings on a side-by-side format. We apologize. It seems like we're having a little trouble actually getting to the gallery view. But when we do, we'll go ahead and display. Here it comes. There you go. There's your gallery view with your side-by-side views. Unfortunately, there is no way for us to default it. It is by system defaults. It's going to go ahead and select this one over here. Now, the customers inside of the client portal will be able to start a new search. They can actually conduct their own search, and therefore letting you know they're interested in other properties as well. They can save their own searches, my searches. They can save their own searches. They have access to their favorites and all the messages that we send them. Notice, folks, that we are inside of the Michael Jordan portal, and it says blind copy or BCC portal for Michael. For them, actually, it says welcome and then their name. All right, so that's the client portal, and we're going to go ahead and close this out and show you that it has not been opened just yet. When the client receives this email and they open it, this will go ahead and be changed into the date they opened it and the time that they opened it. Once you go in, it'll tell you the time. Now, if you want to see the results, it would be right here, results. And it'll show you that the results and the date that they were emailed to the customer. All right. If you guys want to be alerted each time your customer either opens the portal or they're inside the portal and they click on favorite for a property, there's ways to set up the notifications, and that's by going to My Matrix, Settings. And what we want to do is we want to look for Portal Notification Settings, which is right here. Once we select Portal Notification Settings and you take a look at my screen, I have it set up where Matrix will alert me via email and text message each and every time a customer visits the portal, or they click on favorite for any property, or they have left me any notes on any property. I want to be alerted via email and text. I do not want to miss an opportunity to help my customer simply because the notifications aren't being sent to me. So right here, we set this up. And in order to select the text, you want to set up your phone. So basically, you come over here, click here to edit your cellular phone. You're going to put in your 10-digit number, the company that you have your cell service with, and you're going to receive a confirmation text through your phone, and that is how you successfully save your phone information to Matrix. All right, so once again, we're inside of My Matrix Settings, and then we go to Portal Notification Settings, and you have the option to be notified each and every time your client does any of these options right here. All right, so going back to My Matrix Auto Email, if your client says, hey, Rob, if you could please suspend that search for me, we're going to go ahead and click here. And all you need to do is hit the disable. Disable is not going to delete the search. is simply going to set it as inactive, and therefore putting a little red symbol there. That means that the search has been inactivated, has not been deleted. I can still open up here and hit results, and I can still see the results. But the emails will not be sent out. If you wish to activate the search again, simply go back to my Matrix Auto Emails, open it up, go to Settings, and see how it says Disabled by Agent. You simply drop down. You're going to look for the Enable Disable option, hit Enable, hit Save, and we have now enabled our search once again. All right. So say you disable your search and a month goes by and several new listings hit the market. Once you enable your search again, those new listings that hit the market while you were gone will be sent over to the client. Let's go ahead and disable the search because I really don't need it. And once we disable it, it'll be gone. All right. So this is how you work with your customers. You're basically going to create an auto email by finding the search, saving the search, and selecting auto email. All right, let's come back up here. And remember, guys, if you have any questions, please feel free to leave me any questions via chat. And after our session is complete, then we'll go ahead and show you, what we've been, whatever questions, I'll answer them. All right, so let's move on back over here. And what I like to do now is to show you how to look for some comparables inside of Matrix. So we're going to select Search, and we're going to select RE1, RE2. And what I like to do is look for comps that are single-family homes. So we're going to go ahead and put in the subject property right up here. We're going to put in a half-a-mile radius. I like to do a half-a-mile radius. And I like to do a half-a-mile radius around this address in Coral Gables, which is 1020 Obispo Avenue. And what's going to happen is that the recommendation of the address will show up here, and you select it, and right there it says Map Area Selected. So what I've told Matrix to do is to draw me a half-a-mile radius around 1020 Obispo Avenue. If you like to double check that the radius has been drawn, you click over here where it says Map Search, and you'll see that there's a half-a-mile radius around 1020 Obispo Avenue. Let's go back to criteria, and we're looking at active listings. We're also going to look at closed listings between 0 and 180 days. We're looking for single-family homes. Now, if you want to get your comps based on bedrooms, bathrooms, and square footages, then you're going to come here and say, all right, looking for comps that are 3 to 4 bedrooms, looking for comps that are 3 to 4 baths, and then we're also looking for comps from 2,500 square feet to 3,500 square feet. All right, I'm left with 12 comps. Hit results. What we have here is the 12 comparables, active and closed sales. We're going to go ahead and click on SP right here so we can group them together. So we have an equal amount of active listings and an equal amount of closed listings. So what you guys are going to do is you're going to select the listings that are most similar to your subject property. You can always view the listings simply by coming over here and viewing the listings and then going back to your agent single line. So let's pretend that we wanted to select all the listings. Here we go. We selected all the listings. And you have the option to do the full CMA presentation right here, but that's for our Matrix 301 session. What I like to do is show you how to do a short version CMA, which is by going to print. So when we select print, we're going to go ahead and get our results printed on a CMA one-line summary report, and also hold on the control key and select the 3-up comparison. So the CMA one-line summary and the 3-up comparison is your, friendly version CMA. This is the easy version. And what we have here is a summary, the active listings, the closed listings, plus your side-by-sides. It's very user-friendly. You'll notice right here the list prices, and then your average list price. And then you'll see your closed sales, and then your average closed sale. You have your percent of sales price versus original price. So right here we have a property that's sold at 77% of the original price, noting that the original price was 1.1 and they ended up selling at 850,000 in 82 days. So follow these numbers. Down here you have your average, your low, your high, and your medians, and then of course your side-by-sides. This is a simple format CMA that you can create inside Matrix. And if you'd like to email this, you can hit email PDF, or if you're going to print it, you hit print to PDF. Now let's go back to search, and if you wanted to do a comp or a CMA of a condo, it's a little different. We want to try and stay in the same condo building, so we're not going to be doing any kind of radiuses. We're going to simply come up here. All right, waiting on the internet. So once the internet actually gets there you go. We're going to come up here. We're going to do active and closed. We're going to do condos. And then instead of doing the radius search for comparables in condos, you want to come here and you want to do 500 Brickell Avenue. All right, folks, I'm going to answer your questions. I just got a question via chat. I will answer the question after the training is over. So right over here, we have 500 Brickell Ave, and we've got 42 matches. Now, say I'm looking for a 1-bedroom, 1-bath, all right, down to 14 matches. Basically hit results, and here are all of your 1-1s that are being sold in the building. I'm going to group them together, so sort this right here. And then we have 255 for the lowest price and 367 for the highest price. Notice the ones that sold in the $200,000 range are 738 square feet, and the ones that sold in the $300,000 range are in the 800 square foot range. So if you're looking to compare 800 square foot condos, you do this, and then let's pick 2 active listings like this. All right, and let's pick a 3rd active listing right here, 806. All right, and then we're going to go ahead and do the same thing, print. All right, do the CMA 1-line summary, the 3-up comparison, and then print to results. All right, so once this result page comes out, folks notice the original price $320 and the list price $320. The reason why sometimes you have a difference is because the original price is what they started the listing at, and the list price is the actual price currently for that listing. So that means that there may have been a price deduction or a price increase. Taking a look at the closed sales, this shows you right there. They wanted $379 originally, and they were listing at $379, so they never really did change that price, but they sold at $345. Sometimes what you're going to see is $385 price reduction to $375, and then sold at $367. It doesn't seem to be the case with these, but normally you'll see them sometimes. And here's your comparables for a condo 1-1 at 500 Brickell Avenue. You're looking at a high of 367, a low of 345, and you're looking at an average of 356. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and close that out. Now, what if you didn't want to print? You just wanted to do more or less a summary. Then what you do is you select the comps you want, and you hit stats, and then you hit tabular, and what we're getting is a summary right here of active listings, and you'll notice that the average is right here. Price per square foot in this building is about $445 a square foot for a 1-1, and the closed sale average price per square foot is $441.69 a square foot for the sales. The combined would be here. Combined all 3 sales, and the 2 actives in your combined numbers. So this little report right here is very simple to do. Simply select everything that you want to use as a comparable, come to stats, and hit tabular. Now, if I want to study the inventory in this building or for any subdivision, basically I'm going to come back to criteria, and let's stay in this building right here, and I'm going to remove the bedrooms and bathrooms, and I'm going to stretch out the closed sales to 1 year. All right, so we've got a total of 54 results. So we're going back 1 year, closed sales, and we have all the actives in this building. Hit results. And what we're going to show you here is how to do a monthly inventory report on this building. So you're going to select all. Notice how I'm not selecting this little rectangle or this little square right here, because that would be to select only what's on the page. I want to select all. Then you come over here to where it says all, and then go down to print. And what we're looking for is the 1004 MC report. It says 1004 MC report summary. This is your inventory analysis. So let's take a look. Print a PDF. And what we have here is a breakdown of the past year's performance in this building. So we have the first 6 months right here of the year. And the first row studies the number of sales. So there were 11 sales. Then the next 3 months, it went down to 4 sales. And then the current 3 months, we're at 6 sales. So when you divide 6 by 3 months, you get 2 sales per month. And there's currently 32 properties active. That's a 16-month housing supply. Months of housing supply. Basically, if they're selling at 2 per month and there's 32 listings active, that leaves you with 16 months inventory. This makes it a buyer's market in this building because there is an abundance of listings and not enough buyers. So looking over here, they're selling at a price of $378.5 with 138 days to sell on the market. The current listing price is $452.5, and the current days on market is 66% or 66 days. My apologies. And then right here, over here, we have the percentage. So you have 95% of the median sale price versus median sale price. So offering right about 5% discount for that sales. All right, so this is a monthly inventory analysis report that you can do not just for a building, but you can do for any subdivision or any zip code, any city. Let's go ahead and come back to results and show you. If I wanted to turn this into a zip code search, then I will remove the building. All right, so I have now removed the building. And what I want to do is I want to do a study for zip code 33131 and see exactly what's going on for condos in zip code 33131. So once I have the results, in this case it's indicating 2,143 results, we're going to hit all. And then do the same thing, print. Come down here to the 1004 MC report summary, hit print to PDF. And what I've got now is the same report showing that the condos in 33131 during the last 3 months, that's 61.33 condos per month. There's currently 1,455 condos. Notice the steady increase from the beginning of the year, 878, 1,090, up to 1,455. So condos in inventory in Brickell, and that leaves you with nearly 2 years of inventory, 23.72 months of inventory. Condos are currently selling in Brickell at 363,500, 115 days to sell. The active listing is a little bit further up at 510. Active listings have been on the market a little longer at 164. And notice that not much increase or decrease on this. All right. I'm going to go ahead and close this out. And 1004 MC report summary. That was for our Brickell condos. Okay. We're going to go ahead and click on back to results. And, you can change this around as much as you want. So now we're going to go ahead and click on home and show you a few things about stats. So right over here, we have our stats section. And for stats in Matrix, you can create your own stats, or you can use the default or the preset stats that you have over here. So taking a look at the historic count of active listings, which is right here, one of my favorite stats to pull. Let's say I wanted to see how many single family homes are active in the city of Doral, right? City of Doral. And we're going to go ahead and hit generate. And we were down here in February of 2013, 239 active listings, and follow the trend up. And currently, as it stands, there's 376 listings in Doral. So inventory has increased over the last 5 years. If you'd like to see this in data, simply click on data. And what we have is 245 active listings up to 376 active listings in July of the inventory for single-family homes in Doral this year, 417, 423, and now down to 376. All right, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to pull the sales volume. You're going to come over here to where it says historic sales by year, generate, and now what we have is going to be the count of sales in 2017. Now, if I wanted to see 2018, you click on Customize. And once you hit Customize, we're going to be able to switch this to month to date or year to date. All right. It's not switching. I wish it were. Let me refresh this so I know what's going on with the internet. Let me see here. Well, we apologize. There's a little technical difficulty. Let me check the internet. All right, so while the internet catches already customized, there you go. Let's do year to date and hit generate. And what we're doing is right here, 2018. You'll notice that 26 sales occurred in January, 13 in February, 21, 22, 23, 23, 23. So more or less selling at 23 properties per month so far this year. And if I go back to presets, then what we have here is historic sales price trend. So let's take a look at the price trend. When I hit generate, you'll notice that this year's price trend is 452 in January. That's down from 587 of the previous year. This is about equal, just a slight decrease here, and then a slight decrease here, an increase here, an increase here, slight decrease, and a decrease. So, up and down as far as pricing is concerned. You can pull stats by, simply coming to the search and do single family home. You can do condo. You can do it for any zip code, subdivision. You can do it for cities. So you can do all kinds of searches as well, for your stats. All right. This is pretty much concludes our Matrix 201 session. What's left of Matrix and what's left to study in our 301 session, folks, we go over some of the customized reports that you can create in Matrix. We go over a little bit about the market watch and the hot sheets. and some more advanced report options. So remember that we have recorded this webinar, and we will be placing it inside of our website, also inside of our YouTube pages and social media pages. I want to thank you guys for attending today's Matrix 101 and 201 session. Again, this is Robert Rodriguez. Thank you for watching, and thank you for being a Miami member. Have a great afternoon.